Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you are finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of June 10th to the 16th, 2024. So let's dive into it. I'm going to shuffle up the energy oracle and select 3 cards. First card out for you is the 5th chakra archangel, Gabriel. This is a really positive sign. I feel like a lot of you are speaking up a bit more. I feel like in the past, in areas of life where you may have, kept quiet and not advocated for yourself, you're learning how to speak up. I'm seeing here, some of you are learning how to invite yourself to things that you want to go to. For example, if some friends are talking about planning a trip and whatever, and they're not directly involving you in the conversation, you may force yourself into the conversation a little bit and be like, oh yeah, and on this trip, like I could do this, blah, 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 blah. Like, and really inviting yourself, advocating for yourself, becoming more confident in that way, not necessarily needing someone to invite you or give you that personal invitation every single time. I'm not describing this very well. It's like you are, instead of sitting and being in your head and overthinking, and wondering like, oh, they don't like me, blah, blah, blah. You're learning how to like put yourself into good environments. And you have to trust the fact that you know how to read body language. You know how to read when someone truly doesn't like you, okay? So it's not bad, You have to trust that, because I feel like a lot of your fears may be saying, oh, no one invited me, like, or they didn't say anything, they didn't remember this thing, blah, 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 they don't like me. And it's like, no, everybody has their own lives, and they're not thinking about like everything all at once. So if something's bothering you, you have to speak up about it. And I feel like you're doing a great job at doing that this week. So congratulations on that. I feel like, this new chapter of speaking your truth and advocating for yourself is really going to serve you. We have cornucopia coming out in reverse, okay? So there may be a little bit of a lack mindset here that you're dealing with. Virgo, I've been picking up for like the past several weeks for you that there's some sort of big expenses coming up for you that are exciting, okay? Things like moving or buying something huge, or like a brand new start. Some of you might be starting families, for example, and obviously that isn't, cheap. And so I do see that, and just like having a financial mindset, looking at your finances, I'm seeing, looking at your bank account, working things around, like you moving money around, things like that may be big for you this week. Okay, we have hostilities coming out. Very interesting. There may be someone in your circle who is communicating very passive aggressively, or you're just getting a vibe from them, which is funny because we were just talking about this, like inserting yourself into plans and whatnot, and you have to trust yourself, like, that you'll read into when someone doesn't like you. I feel like you are reading into the fact that someone or someone is just giving weird body language, or maybe a little jealous or passive aggressive, or just hostile in general. Not even directed just towards you, but just in general. Someone's vibe may be off. You don't like their energy within the community that you're building for yourself, or that you have for yourself. And so you may be speaking up and saying, hey, like, just asking them what's wrong, or asking for their side of the story. And maybe, oh, I'm seeing someone here. This is a crazy message. So a few of you here are doing something where you're planning a certain event or community vibe, and there's someone there who's sort of ruining that vibe. And I'm seeing you taking time to like speak to them one-on-one and maybe explain that this is going to sound so bad, but like that you're discluding them, that you don't want them there. But you're doing it in a way that's so much more articulate and polite than what I'm doing. But there's no easy way to have a conversation like that either. So yeah, I think you're being pretty direct this week, which I really admire. Okay, really admire that. That's never an easy thing to do. And it's not mean. It really isn't. Like, if you're trying to have a certain experience, a certain vibe, there's going to come moments in your life where you're in a community, a group dynamic, and there's just like one person there that just starts trouble or argues or tries being really petty, discluding people. And it's never an easy conversation to explain to that person why you want to sort of let them go and like release them, disclude them. But, it happens. It happens. Okay. Moving on, we're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Egyptian Art Nouveau Tarot. We have the 9 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. So yeah, this kind of goes hand in hand with the cornucopia card here. So you may not necessarily feel like you have enough time or money left over this week to really indulge and spend on like frivolous things, you know. I'm not saying that this is a bad week financially. It's just there's bigger fish to fry here, bigger things that are taking up a lot of time and money for you that are positive. They're good. It's just, you know, for example, like you might not necessarily want to spend money on like all these luxury little things that you don't necessarily need. Like, for example, instead of going out and going to this fancy rooftop cocktail bar, you may just, you know, say, hey friends, like I got a bonfire out back, like why don't we just make our own cocktails, you know, something like that. We have Strength coming out in reverse. Yeah, try not to shy away from this conversation that we just talked about. I am seeing here a really shadowy, vulnerable conversation is taking place this week. And by shadowy, I mean like you're talking about things that are not easy to talk about, that are uncomfortable to talk about. Okay. And Spirit is really asking that you don't back away. You know, I would do throat chakra meditations if I were you this week, like really empower speaking your truth and facing hostilities head on, you know, not just letting them continue to sort of ruin things. I'm seeing this has a lot to do with community. Like you may have a group of people that you enjoy the dynamic, but you're not really enjoying certain individuals or people. They just may be ruining that dynamic a little bit. All right. For example, like you could have like a really cool chill get together with friends and you talk about like, you know, all types of things. And there could be like one person who somehow weaseled their way into this group and they may be really like outspoken politically or disagree with most of you when it comes to really important things, and it makes people uncomfortable. You know, I'm not seeing this as like a bullying, discluding someone, but it's like a protecting the peace type of energy here. Yeah. Like I don't want you to come to this event because, you know, I don't want any drama or trouble to be started. This is like a safe space. This is a safe community. Please, please respect my wishes. That type of thing. Wow. Very fascinating. We have the 2 of Wands coming out in reverse. A lot of future planning. Okay, not really sure how your future is going to unfold. This has been a message that's been coming through for Virgo for a while now. Because you sense that your future is going to change quite drastically for the rest of 2024, like at some point, you know. Like I said, a lot of Virgos may be making a big move, career change, family relationship changes, things like that. It's just you may not have the specifics of how this is going to unfold at this time. Let's see. We have the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Some of y'all are connecting with a very beautiful divine feminine energy this week. Oh my gosh. So direct. So crystal clear in her communication. This doesn't have to be a female. It could be anyone with a feminine expression about them, feminine energy about them. But they're somebody who protects their heart. They're very fierce, okay? And I am seeing a strong attraction. If you're a woman watching and you identify as like heterosexual, this may be someone who you admire so much that it has you questioning your sexuality, because whoever this woman is, it is like, wow, they are just fierce. They are really admirable. Like you love their confidence and their directness, and they're coming in at the perfect time because you're opening up your throat chakra. You're learning how to communicate much more directly, boldly, saying things you need to say, and you always attract people and situations, circumstances around you that are a vibrational match to where you're at. So as you are learning to communicate more directly, you attract this extremely direct communicator. I love it. Oh my gosh, this person, this is kind of like giving like crush energy, but not quite like romantic crush. It's like, have you ever had a crush on like somebody and you just want them to be your best friend? Does that make any sense? I see you connecting with someone like that this week. Really interesting. You just want to be around them. You want to be their best friend. You want to see what they have to offer in a connection. Like, you want them in your community. Interesting. For some of you, this could be romantic, for sure. I feel like this is also a reflection of you stepping into your Queen of Swords energy. But yeah, this could be a air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, though. I love it. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles upright. Appreciation and teamwork is what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's a lot of communication going on this week, a lot of connecting with others, a lot of collaborating, working on like team projects, things like that. People are respecting you and seeing what you have to offer. Yeah, I'm seeing people impressed by you, impressed by your resume, impressed by what you have to offer, what your services are, whatever it may be. And they're really wanting to collaborate. There may be people wanting to work with you more than you realize at this time. Okay, there could be like people who are like acquaintances to you, but they want to start a business with you. They want to collaborate on something with you. And they may have recently or will this week speak up to you a little bit about this. Sorry if you hear music outside. It's my neighbors. They may speak up to you about this and yeah, give you some sort of offer. So that's amazing. And if this isn't happening, if this hasn't already happened, this may come in the near future. It feels good too. Yeah, there could be an unexpected offer for career and business collaboration coming up for a lot of Virgos. Oh, okay. I went to go pick the final card. I didn't see that a card came out, so I picked another one. So we have the Sun coming out, which is happiness. This is going to be a great week for you. A lot of growth. Yeah, and you're going to start seeing more abundance again. You're going to finally start moving out of that phase where you feel like you have to like save every penny or you don't have that much time left over to do what you want to do. So you may be moving on from that. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, daydreaming. Like, what could this be? What could happen? There's a lot of things that are up in the air right now, still in the idea phase. For example, I'm seeing someone wanting to collaborate with you on some sort of business, or someone trying to get you into their job, or something like that. You know, it feels very career based. But also there's questions about like, oh, well, what would this look like? You know, would this involve a move? Would this involve a change in location? Would this involve whatever? So you're just kind of waiting and seeing how the cards play out, how the dice roll for you when it comes to these situations. But things are looking very promising. So definitely enjoy this week. Enjoy this energy. You're going to have a lot of fun for sure. A lot of love here, a lot of inspiration, feeling really excited about something. All right, definitely watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.